Two AI semiconductor stocks, both up over 200% in the past year, both backed by the same hyperscaler spending wave, both sitting on your watch list right now. But here is what nobody is telling you. One of them trades at a forward PE of 17. The other trades at a forward PE of 75. Same sector, same AI tailwind. One cost you 4 times more per dollar of future earnings than the other. So which one do you buy and which one do you avoid? That gap is not a mistake. It is not a data error. It is the market telling you two completely different stories about two completely different business models. And once you understand what those stories actually are, the decision becomes much clearer than the headlines suggest. Quick disclaimer before we begin. This video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. I am not a financial advisor. Nothing in this video is financial advice. Always do your own independent research before making any investment decision. Before we get into the individual stocks, I want to explain why the valuation gap between these two companies is the most important number in this entire video. When you see one stock at 17 times forward earnings and another at 75 times forward earnings, most retail investors immediately assume the 17 times stock is the obvious buy. Cheap is good. Expensive is bad, right? Not necessarily. And understanding why requires a brief lesson in how semiconductor businesses actually work. Micron Technology is a memory chip manufacturer. They make DRAM and NAND flash and high bandwidth memory, the actual physical silicon that stores and moves data inside AI servers. The memory business is historically cyclical. It goes through boom and bust cycles as supply and demand shift. When demand is hot and supply is tight, like right now, memory companies post extraordinary margins. When supply catches up, margins compress fast. Marvell Technology is a custom chip designer. They do not manufacture chips at scale the way Micron does. Instead, they design custom AI accelerators called XPUs for hyperscalers like Amazon, Microsoft, and Google, who want their own proprietary AI chips but do not want to build the design teams from scratch. Once a hyperscaler builds their data center infrastructure around Marvell's custom chip, switching is expensive. The contract locks in. The revenue becomes sticky. That structural difference, cyclical commodity memory versus sticky custom silicon design, is exactly why the market assigns Micron a 17 times multiple and Marvell a 75 times multiple. The market is paying a premium for Marvell's recurring locked-in revenue, and it is discounting Micron because of the memory cycle risk that always looms in the background. Now here's the question that matters. Is the market right, or is it mispricing one of these two companies right now? Let me give you the numbers on both, and let you decide. Micron Technology, ticker MU, forward PE of 17.83. Zacks rating, number 1, strong buy. Let me start with the number that tells you everything you need to know about where Micron sits right now. In fiscal Q2 2026, Micron reported revenue of $23.86 billion, up 196% year over year, beating analyst expectations of $19.2 billion by nearly $5 billion. Non-GAAP PE/PS of $12.20 beat the $8.79 consensus by 39%. Gross margin expanded to 74.6%. Free cash flow hit $6.9 billion in a single quarter. Then management guided Q3 revenue to $33.5 billion, plus or minus $750 million. That single quarter of guidance exceeds Micron's full-year revenue from every fiscal year through 2024. One quarter. Larger than any full year in company history. Q3 earnings are due June 24th, 12 days from now, and Wall Street is already disagreeing sharply about what those numbers will show. Analyst estimates range from $33.7 billion all the way to $40.9 billion, a gap of more than $7 billion. That unusually wide range tells you something important. Nobody is sure how big this quarter will actually be. What is driving these numbers? 2 words: high bandwidth memory. Here's the simple explanation. Every Nvidia GPU, every AI accelerator that trains the models powering ChatGPT, Grok, Claude, and every other AI system, needs HBM stacked directly on top of the chip. HBM is not optional. Without it, the chip cannot feed its processing cores fast enough to run modern AI workloads. There are only 3 companies on the planet that manufacture HBM at commercial scale. Micron is one of them, and right now, Micron's entire 2026 HBM output is already committed under long-term contracts, sold out, every unit, for the full calendar year. Sold out for a full year, with 81% gross margin guidance for Q3. Micron has also begun volume shipments of HBM4, the next generation, for Nvidia's upcoming Vera Rubin GPU platform. HBM4 delivers more than 2 terabytes per second of bandwidth, a 60% improvement over the previous generation, and Micron is shipping it now, ahead of schedule. The company is committing over $25 billion in capital expenditure for fiscal 2026, building new fabs in Idaho and New York to secure their manufacturing position for the next decade of AI memory demand. Now here is the honest risk. Micron's 17 times forward PE looks cheap compared to Marvell. But the PE is low, partly because earnings are currently at a cyclical peak. Memory markets are notoriously volatile. When supply catches up to demand, and it always does eventually, margins compress, revenue drops, and the stock reprices dramatically downward. SK Hynix just placed an $8 billion order with ASML to expand HBM capacity. Samsung is ramping. Supply is coming. Micron CEO Sanjay Mehrotra said on the last earnings call that he expects significant records in Q3. The stock is up 273% year to date. The June 24th earnings print is the single most consequential semiconductor report of the quarter. If you believe the HBM supercycle is durable and structural, Micron at 17 times is one of the best value propositions in the entire semiconductor sector. If you believe supply will normalize faster than expected, the 17 times multiple could get much lower before it gets higher. Marvell Technology, ticker MRVL, forward, PE of 75.74. Zacks rating, number 3, hold. Now before you dismiss Marvell because of that 75 times multiple, let me show you what that premium is actually buying. In Q1 fiscal 2027, reported May 27, 2026, Marvell posted revenue of $2.42 billion, up 27.6% year over year, beating analyst estimates. Adjusted EPS of 80 cents, beat consensus. Adjusted EBITDA of $942 million, beat estimates by 4.3%. Management guided Q2 revenue to $2.70 billion, above the $2.62 billion analyst consensus, and Q2 EPS of $0.93, above the $0.90 estimate. But here is the number that actually matters for the long-term thesis. Marvell raised its full fiscal year 2027 revenue guidance to approximately $11 billion, implying 30% growth from fiscal 2026. And for fiscal 2028, the company guided approximately $15 billion in revenue with non-GAAP EPS well over $5. Read that again. $15 billion in fiscal 2028 revenue from a company doing $8.2 billion last year. That is a company nearly doubling its revenue in 2 years from a standing start. What is driving it? Custom silicon. And this is the story that is completely different from Micron. Amazon, Microsoft, Meta, and Google are spending hundreds of billions of dollars on AI infrastructure every year, and they have all reached the same conclusion. Paying Nvidia's margins indefinitely is not a sustainable strategy. They want their own custom AI chips, designed specifically for their workloads at their cost structures. But designing a chip from scratch requires years of engineering talent and billions in R&D. So what do? They hire Marvell. Marvell's custom AI chip business, their XPU segment, generated $1.5 billion in fiscal 2026, with 20% plus growth expected in fiscal 2027. The company already has more than 20 custom chip design wins set to enter production in fiscal 2028 and 2029. These are locked-in contracts where a hyperscaler has committed to deploying Marvell's custom chip across their data center infrastructure for years. Then, on May 27th, the same day as earnings, Nvidia CEO Jensen Huang made a statement at Computex 2026 that sent MRVL stock sharply higher. He publicly called Marvell the next trillion-dollar company, highlighting its role in AI data center connectivity. When the CEO of Nvidia calls your company the next trillion-dollar business on a public stage, that is not a casual endorsement. Marvell's interconnect business is positioned to outpace cloud CapEx growth with their 1.6 terabit per second optical interconnect solutions scaling across the hyperscaler data center build-out. Marvell also made 2 strategic acquisitions in 2026, Celestial AI, focused on photonic interconnect technology, and XConn, focused on CXL memory interconnects, both of which plug directly into the high-density AI data center architecture that every hyperscaler is building right now. Now here is the honest risk on Marvell. The 75 times forward PE leaves zero room for execution error. The stock is up 133% year to date and over 215% in the past 12 months. At current valuations, any miss on the custom silicon ramp timeline or any slowdown in hyperscaler AI capital expenditure could send the stock down sharply. Marvell's entire thesis depends on two assumptions holding: that hyperscaler AI spending continues at current rates, and that Marvell executes perfectly on its custom chip design pipeline. At 75 times earnings, you are buying a company that has to keep performing flawlessly for years to justify today's price. Let me put this side by side, because I think the honest answer is more nuanced than the PE ratio suggests. On valuation, Micron wins. 17 times forward earnings against 81% gross margin guidance and a sold-out HBM business is genuinely cheap for what you are getting. Marvell, at 75 times, requires perfect execution over multiple years to justify. Advantage Micron. On business model durability, Marvell wins. Custom silicon contracts with Amazon, Microsoft, and Meta create switching costs and recurring revenue. Memory is a commodity that cycles. A company that locks in hyperscaler contracts for years has a more predictable revenue stream than a company selling memory at market prices. Advantage Marvell. On near-term catalyst, Micron wins. Q3 earnings on June 24th, 12 days away, could be the single biggest semiconductor earnings print in history. $33.5 billion in guidance, 81% gross margin. If they beat, the stock re-rates immediately. Advantage Micron. On long-term growth ceiling, Marvell wins. Their fiscal 2028 guidance of $15 billion at well over $5 EPS implies a multi-year growth runway that the 75 times multiple is pricing. If custom silicon becomes the dominant AI chip architecture, and the hyperscalers keep hiring Marvell to design it, the ceiling on this business is genuinely enormous. Advantage Marvell. The honest answer: these are not competing choices. They are two different risk profiles serving two different investor types. If you are a value-oriented investor who wants AI semiconductor exposure at a reasonable multiple with a near-term earnings catalyst, Micron is the more attractive entry point right now at 17 times. If you are a growth investor who believes custom silicon will be the dominant AI chip model for the next decade and is willing to pay a premium for locked-in hyperscaler contracts, Marvell's sticky revenue and $15 billion fiscal 2028 guidance make the premium defensible. The worst trade is buying either one without understanding which thesis you are actually buying. Here's the single framework I want you to walk away with. The AI semiconductor market is not one market. It is two markets that look similar on the surface, but operate on completely different economics underneath. Memory, cyclical, commodity, supply-driven, cheap multiple. Custom silicon design, sticky, contract-based, hyperscaler-funded, premium multiple. Micron owns the memory market. Marvell owns the custom silicon design market. Both are benefiting from the same AI capex supercycle, but the way they benefit and the risk profile of each is fundamentally different. Micron at 17 times with June 24th earnings coming, that is a near-term value setup with a clear catalyst. Marvell at 75 times with Jensen Huang calling it the next trillion-dollar company. That is a long-term growth bet with a premium price tag. Both can win. The question is, which one matches your investment horizon and risk tolerance? Important note, I am not a financial advisor. This video is entirely for educational purposes only. Nothing in this video is financial advice or a recommendation to buy or sell any security. Markets involve real risk and you can lose money. Always do your own independent research and consult a licensed financial professional before making any investment decisions. Drop a comment below right now. Are you Team Micron or Team Marvell, and why? I read every single comment. Subscribe to future AI stocks and turn on notifications. I'm John A.G. I'll see you in the next one.